How many of you have actual like stock in something? You have okay, CDs count. That's awesome. Okay. So, what we're talking about today is kind of magical. Compound interest is the idea of earning interest or paying interest on your money. So this works two ways. Probably all of you have parents that have a credit card in there. That's a very common thing, right? Mr. Jurgens and I have a credit card. We pay it off every month. We just use it for, like points, and then we pay it off. But if we were to not pay off our credit card and just pay the minimum, every month our credit card company sends us a bill and they say, okay, you need to pay, $50 or $100 or whatever on this balance. Okay. So if we were to only pay that money, we'd still have a balance at the end of the month because we use it for a lot of things. And we would then have to pay interest. And it's like a lot of interest. It's like 22% or something. It's pretty high. So we would have to pay interest on what we charged that month. The next month, if we only pay the minimum payment again, now we have a higher credit card bill, right? Because we have the interest from last month, plus the balance that we didn't pay, plus the balance we didn't pay this month, plus interest on this month and last month. So now all of a sudden that starts snowballing. You don't want to do that in life. That's a bad idea, isn't it? Paying a whole lot of money to borrow money. It would just be so much better just not to do that. But this also works in your favor. When you deposit money in a bank or when you buy stocks or other forms of investments, people are paying you to use your money. So let's say you're earning, okay, in the bank, maybe 3% interest. That's pretty low, but that's about right for like a savings account, or sometimes actually a savings account is usually less, but it's something in the bank. So if you deposit $100 at the end of a year, you're going to have $103. Well, at the end of the next year, you're earning 3% on $103, not just your original $100. So now you're going to have $106.33 or something like that. At the end of another year, you're going to be earning another 3% on not only your initial investment, but the interest you earned on those previous years. Now, let's say this money is in the stock market where you're earning probably more like 8%. Can you see how that could add up really, really quickly? So this is how people, when they invest when they're young, if you start when you're 18 and you continue to invest every year, that's when you guys are in high school, you'll take Dave Ramsey's class and you'll see the charts for how quickly this can compound and like snowball in a way that is in your favor and really develop a lot of wealth that way. Okay, so interest is the amount of money earned from savings or investments. For example, so you're writing this down, guys. Kelly puts $3,000 in an investment account for 5 years. She does not have further savings to or withdrawals from the account. Each year, she gets an interest of 12% per year of the amount she has in the account. That's a lot, by the way, but it's possible. So after you finish writing those notes here, we're gonna do some math and figure out how much she's gonna have at the end of 5 years. Rajveer? Well, I haven't taught it to you yet, so why don't you hang on to that answer? Thank you. Okay. You guys ready to go on?
Yes.
Okay. Year 1, she's got $3,000 and she doesn't touch it. She's earning 12%. So 12% times $3,000 would be $360. We add that to her initial investment, and here's how much she has at the end of her first year. She just earned $300 on just letting her money sit somewhere. So now she's got $3,360. So she starts year 2 off with $3,360 in her account. You guys are copying this down. Now she earns 12% on that amount of money, 12% of $3,360. So she earns $403.20 on that amount of money she has in her account. That gets added to $3,360. And now she has $3,763.20 in her account at the end of just 2 years by doing nothing except leaving her money in there and not withdrawing it. By the third year, now she's earning 12% on this amount, which is $451.58. If you look at that compared to her, that's $90 more than the original interest that she was earning, just because she left it in her account. Now, by the end of 3 years, she's got $4,214.78 in her account. She is $1,200 up in 3 years. It's a lot. Let's see how much she has at the end of 5 years. Okay, Cameron.
What do the banks get out of it if you put your money in it?
Well, the banks get to use your money. So they invest your money in different things. So it's not like in the bank that they're keeping all of that cash in the bank, right? They're using it for different things, for their products, for investments that they're investing in, to grow the business, all kinds of things. Okay, so 4th year. All right, she's earning 12%. Let's do some math. 12% of 4,214. And we're just going to round down and make it a little bit easier. Okay, guys? So let's round down right there. Okay. Let's fill this in right here, 4,214. Okay, oops, I'm gonna need a little bit more room. All right, so let's do some multi-digit multiplication. We're gonna do 4,214. You guys see if you can beat me, times 12, and then we're going to divide by 100. See what you got. Okay, did you guys get about $500? You should have gotten $505.60. Let's add that to her $4,214 now. So we've got $4,214 plus $505. We're just gonna forget about the 60 cents, and I'll tell you why in just a minute after we finish adding this. But Tommy? On my work, it's 505.68. Well, I'm sorry about that. You'll just have to trust me that I know my own handwriting. Okay. All right, so we've got, let's see, 1, we got 7. Oh my goodness. Now she has $4,719. She's getting there, isn't she? Can you imagine if she left this in the account for 30 years? What would that look like? Not quite Elon Musk, but she would be set. She would have a lot of money. Okay. All right. So here's a little A class. I need your voices off and eyes on me. Here's a little bit of a bummer about compound interest and banks. Banks round down. So if you have $505.60 that you earned in interest, they're going to round that down to $505. It doesn't fit the rounding rules, but it is the way it is. So sorry about that. All right, let's see how much she's got at the end of 5 years. She starts with $4,719. Okay, she's going to multiply that times 12% again. Okay, let's do that math. See if you can beat me. Don't watch my math, you watch your math. Okay, what'd you guys get? Rajveer? $566.28. We're going to forget about the 28 cents and we're going to add $4,719 and $566. How much money does she have now? She has over $5,000, hasn't she? Okay, let's see exactly how much. $5,285. Is that what you guys got? Okay, now 12% is a really, really high interest rate. It's pretty tough to get 12% anywhere unless you're like like doing something with a lot of risk, but you can do it. So compound interest, we're just going to skip past this because our interests are, ours are a little bit different. Let's see how much she earned. Our number was a little bit different than this because in my PowerPoint, I had the cents and then we did our math without the cents, but it's close. The point is, she started with $3,000. She earned almost as much in interest after 5 years as her initial investment. That's pretty fantastic, isn't it? Yeah. I hope that's a motivator to do to save. If you can save and invest your money, you can earn a lot of money, especially if you start when you're young. Declan?
That's how you get a big inheritance.
It is. That's exactly how you, yeah.
You start it when you're 10 and then you just let it run all the time.
Yep. And hopefully when you're older and you have a job, you're going to continue to add to your investments every single year. You're going to add to your savings, but you can see it can become really, really, I mean, you can just earn so much money that way. Now, in real life, you guys, the stock market is up and down. You're not going to earn 10% every year. Sometimes, some years it'll be 10, some years it'll be 4. And it goes up and down, but on average, that's what you really care about. That is like the average return. And after 50 years or something like that of having money in the stock market, you'll probably earn an average of 7 to 8%. And that's really high and that's awesome. And that's on investments that aren't very risky. So, okay. All right, let's go to the exit ticket that you guys have. And I would like you to go ahead and do this on your own right now. Okay, Jensen earns 2% interest per year on fixed savings of $2,500. Who can help me with this problem? All right, Morgan, what did you do? Oh, nice. Okay. Tell me how to mark my bar model. Oops, this is frozen, isn't it? All right, Morgan. Yeah. The part that is 2%? Oh, okay. 2,500. Good. Okay, say it again.
I did 2 over 100.
Nice job. Okay. Okay. Good. Nice. Okay, so even 2% interest, that can add up quite a bit. All right, nice job. Okay, we're gonna just go back and do a little bit more practice on finding the part, whole, or percent. So go ahead and complete this worksheet.